Guys, I'm about to share a belief with you guys that I am extremely, extremely passionate about. And this just comes from my experience with sales. And this is something that I don't share ever on the phone with a prospect, but it is always running through my mind. And so I have to share it with you guys here. So that way, you guys can either adopt this belief or you can disagree with this belief or you can do whatever you want with this belief. But I just have to share it with you guys. And that belief is that you shouldn't ever let someone else's ego get in the way of you and your dreams. I'm going to say it again because it's very, very important. You should never let someone else's ego get in the way of you and your dreams. And where this stems from is I always get on our calls with prospects who, well, actually, let me just back up. So our program is a program that works with personal trainers and we help them start their own online coaching business. And we cover, a wide range of topics that, focus primarily on getting coaches clients and taking their business full time. And our success rate is extremely high. I'm very, very confident that we have one of the best programs out there in the industry. But we get on calls with prospects, and most of the time they're female. Most of the time it is female, and I'm not saying that it's because of any specific reason. It's just an observation. But sometimes they'll say, "Oh, my boyfriend says that I can do it on my own," or "My boyfriend says that he can help me," or "My friends say that they can help me," or "My dad says I should go back to school," and "My dad says I can do it on my own." And they're letting someone else's ego get in the way of their own decision. And what I always say back to this is, one, let's just say it's your boyfriend or your dad, right? Because this has actually happened to me within the last month. And I actually ended up signing both of these clients, but one was their boyfriend, one was the dad. And I always say, actually they both said, you can go back to school and learn this on your own. And then the other one said, actually, so they said the different things. One of them says you can go back to school and learn this on your own. The other one says that her friends can help them. Right. And so for the one that says they can go back with their own, or you can do it on their own, I say, hey, so like, let's say it was your boyfriend. Is your boyfriend going to grow your business for you? First things first, your boyfriend says that you can do this on your own. Okay, cool. So is your boyfriend going to grow your business for you? No, probably not, because he's focused on his own stuff. Is your boyfriend going to take the time to teach you how to grow your business? No, probably not, because he's focused on his own stuff. Are you going to go back to school and take out, another $10, $15, $20,000 to learn how to do it on your own? No, probably not. So why did your boyfriend say that you can do this on your own? Right? If he's not going to grow your business for you, if he's not going to take the time to grow your business, and if you're not going to go back to school to do it on your own, why would they say that? It's because their own ego is projecting onto that other person. They are saying that, hey, I feel confident and comfortable doing this, like growing your own business, growing a business. So like you should too, or you don't need to do that because I know the information. Like you don't need to do that because you can get it from me. So their own ego is getting in the way and blocking them from making a choice that is suited for their own growth. Right. Same thing with friends that, friends that say, hey, I can actually help you. Well, I've had friends that said, hey, I can help you. And we've all had friends that say, hey, they can help us. But like when it really comes down to brass tacks, do they ever actually spend the amount of time necessary to help someone grow their business? No, they don't, because it is extremely daunting. There's so much to learn. There's so much support that goes into it. And they're only saying it because they want recognition of their own ego. They're only saying that because they want to be recognized that, oh yeah, I can do that too. You don't need to go to this other person because I can actually help you. But when it actually comes down to it, do they actually spend the time to get in the trenches with that person to help them grow their business? Most of the time they're talking out their ass. And maybe even if they do know, they're all focused on their own personal goals, right? Even if they do know how to grow a business, they're not going to make it a priority for that person because they're focused on their own personal goals. Why would they go out of their way to help someone else towards their goals when they're still focused on what they're trying to achieve? Right. And so what I find is that most people who say, hey, you can do this on your own, or you can go back to school and learn how to do this on your own, what they're really doing is just projecting their own ego and their own thought process on that other person, saying, oh, you don't need to do that because I have the skills necessary to do it and you can just come to me. But when it actually comes down to it, it never really gets done. And so why would you hold yourself back when it comes to making progress towards your goals because someone else's ego is standing in the way? That's why I say don't let anyone else's ego stand in the way of getting in your dreams. And if you're a fitness coach and you have a client who's wants to do your program, wants to help, and their boyfriend or their dad is saying, "Oh, you can do that on your own," right? Remember that. Don't let someone else's ego stand in the way. Help them see that, hey, maybe you can do it on your own. But the reason why this person is saying that is because their ego is getting in the way and they want recognition for being able to do it on their own, or they want recognition for being able to do it too. It's actually a very insecure thing to say. So that's just on my mind. Have to share it. Hope you guys, take something away from that. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.